Perfect. So yeah, Vintage Cube. That's what we're here for today. Um, to talk about things coming up. Vintage Cube is here for one more week, so we'll have this also next week, and then after that, Time Spiral Remastered, the Magic set that is coming out in paper and on MTGO, not the remastered set that comes out on MTGA, is coming out on MTGO, and there's going to be a Time Spiral Remastered Supreme Draft format, which will be a pretty cool one in because Supreme Draft is a pretty silly format. So yeah. But until then, we're in the Vintage Cube. Vintage Cube has about a dozen call time cards. Uh, some of them I don't are like massive shrugs. Uh, adding that one blue legend who draws cards on landfall and disappears and reappears and gets 1/1 counters and then has a boat and then I don't know, that one that has like just the most confusing text possible. Replace Thought Adele, so yeah, who cares? I think Thought Adele was added specifically to replace Hullbreaker when they removed Hullbreaker from the cube anyway. Every vintage cube scene you do on MTGO, there was a bunch of cards in the newest set, and all but one is like, why is this in the cube? Yes, every time. They've done that for years. It's just how it goes. Um, like, look, everything is a promotion for the newest set. That's how this works. Um, well, Breacher is a fucked up card. All right, Vintage Cube, Phantom Draft League, as opposed to. Oh wow, yeah, this is real popular stuff. Red White Ajani's cool. Sad about that. I'm a big fan of Red White Ajani. Understandable that it's not as powerful anymore, but. All right, what do we got? Lantax. Lantax, Mystical Tutor, Thassa's Oracle, Fetchland, Animate Dead. A lot of good cards in here. Nothing vintage busted, but like a lot of stuff that's good. Where do I want to go with this? That's a hard question. There's a lot of things on comparable power levels here. Lantax is really good in games where you're on the draw. Animate Dead. Maybe just take the Thassa's Oracle, as much as I hate the card, just because I've never done a deck that tries to win through that card. Fetchland's also a reasonable pickup here. Eidolon's good for the red deck. I am completely at a loss for what I want out of here. Let's grab the Thassa's Oracle and see if we can build something dumb that uses that. Niv Mizzet Reborn, Mind's Desire. Entomb would have gone with the Animate Dead pickup. Fractured Identity's dumb as hell. Lantax, no. Like, like Lantax is not licensed to get greedy with your land counts because one card is not licensed to get greedy with your land counts. Would I always choose to be on the draw with attacks? Still no, because that drawback is really high. It would, like, again, it is one card in your 40, and you can't always be planning around one card in your 40, right? Fractured Identity is a dumb as hell card. Desire is also a pickup here if I wanted to go into a storm plan with the Oracle. I just think this card's dumb as hell. I want to play with. Okay, Time Twisting. Okay, all right, okay. What if? What if I was wrong? What if that actually works better as a some form of combo. Vortex in here, Confidant in here, Blade Splicer's a pickup if I want to go back into the control bits. Yeah, it's not a big, it's more of an aggro card rather than control, to be honest. Blue's obviously a little light, though the Twister's good. I love me a draw 7. I think Narset's still in here. I know Hullbreaker ain't anymore. They cut that out. I'm gonna say no to a Time Twister this early. Sometimes I end up in decks where I don't want this, but a lot of times I end up in decks where I do. Huh. Okay, this is an awkward looking pack. Hmm. Nothing in here excites me. Absolutely nothing. Mirari Conjecture recurs instant sorceries and then double casts. Like, it's slow as hell and expensive as hell. Boy, howdy, this pack does not look great for what I want to be doing. Where do I want to be with this? Lyra's not the direction I want to be going. Yeah, this is the one. Cosima, the, like, infinite text. Holy shit. And Usher of the Fallen, who is a 2-1 that makes 1-1s. Don't hate me a brainstorm. That girl's signet's good. Still just don't know where I'm going with this. And that bothers me. That Oracle might have just been a complete whiff on one, because, like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, we can do some dumb stuff with that, but... Frost Titan, Vision... Bargain... Desperate Ritual, Rager... Bloodstained Mire... Don't hate me a Vision, don't hate me... Mire either. Got a lot of blue-based control stuff. Can we get maybe a little bit more going with that? Time Twister's horrible in that deck, though. That's, Scarab God, Sacred Foundry, Skyclave Apparition. Some duels. Don't hate any of that. Nah, Skyclave is good stuff. Answers anything. Sacred Foundry and Spire Bluff are also really good. I'm not seeing any of this on the wheel. We are trying to okay, all right, okay. Thank goodness. Find me a goddamn card that gives me something that feels like a direction. Okay. Cool. Holy shit. That fixes a lot. There's always a red deck in cube. I could have picked Eidolon first, but I could have picked literally anything in that first pack. Eidolon's still coming around, huh? Land tax actually will work in this deck. A braid's also real if I end up with the 3 colors going on here. Needle Spire is also real. 3 colors are real. I don't know if the 3 colors are real is the problem. Desire still hanging out. Chandra. Chandra's more likely to get played than anything else in this pack for me. Missing Mortars. There's like a red deck that's like 4 cards, but it's not great in what I've seen so far. Kidnap and Helix. Let's get the red splash, try to be real. Best case would be Sacred Foundry right here. Okay. Wonder if they'll ever bring up level up. The thing is, they bring back not level up all the time, aka the Figure of Destiny bit. Like, the most recent set has the Snow card that has Figure of Destiny's level up stuff going on with it. What is below the cut? Git probe. Close. Sorry, I'm gonna pick up this Monocrypt. It would be like Monocrypt, Volcanic Island, Resto, Angel, Control Magic. The problem with level up is that level up is like the fair version of the card. And like the problem there is that the fair version of the card tends to be the not playable version comparatively. Uh you don't win games by playing fair cards. You win them by playing strong cards. It's kind of like Mutate in that regard. Wow, I don't care about this entire pack. Damn. All right. Hmm. I guess Hero of Blade Hold. Parallax Wave is strong, but I don't have a lot of ways to... What if the blue's the splash? Can you go back to normal, please? If the blue's the splash, I passed all of the fixing in the universe then, and then our deck has some problems. Don't hate it. Looks a lot better. Hmm. Yeah, perhaps this is actually what we want to be doing, is changing into this direction. Grab the Incinerate. What are you doing in here? Is this a joke? This is a joke, right? Yeah, hold on. Let me count all my other dwarves in the format. Yep, one. Anybody got a mirror entity? What dragons are on the cube? There's a lot, but where are you getting that 5 treasure from? What dwarves you got? Sort of sneak. Beergy God of Storytelling. Okay, Revel Arc. Looking pretty interesting with the deck we have going right now. Don't hate Recruiter either. Bergie's here as like a Storm Enabler. Is pretty decent as one. Like, has a understandable position where I might want to play the card. Archangel Avacyn. Wheel? Containment Priest. Always love me Containment Priest. That card kicks a lot of decks' asses. I don't even think I'm going to splash the blue at the end of this. Because the only splash I want is the Fractured Ident. I think I've moved to Boros, and I'm going to have a bad mana base because I passed up Sacred Foundry and Needle Spires in pack one. Hey, how you doing? Twin, huh? Twin, huh? Twin? Huh. Okay, let's get some fixing for this deck then. Sorry, gotta pass up the custom Zaku over there. Soul Scar Mage, Oust. Soul Scar gives me something to do on one. This is good. This is what I want to see with Revel Arc. That's good stuff. Parallax Wave is also elite and better in the deck, but it's better if I have the CJ. Damn. What sets are in Cube Draft? Whatever cards are, like, so a cube is made up of all of the cards across whatever format you're building on. Vintage means everything. So what sets are in here? All of them. Is the quick answer to your question. Recruiter. I don't think this card's very good in our deck. Wheel? Bolt. Wheel bolt. It's like wheel. Well, like, this is Portal Three Kingdoms. This is Scourge. Whereas, like, this is the most recent set of Evolved Magic, you know? So, you're getting cards from everywhere. Stoneforge would be good if I had anything for a Stoneforge. Maybe that Revoker? Probably that Revoker. Revoker is a good two. That's exactly what it is, Sierra Reverb. Like, blatantly, like Magda or Cosmina are just. Sadly, a Fallen Empires draft would not work on MTGO because Fallen Empires packs were 8 cards. And MTGO is like, I I think they might have actually no, they might have recently got around that hard coding. Like things on MTGO basically are set in stone. Um, I don't even think Tosmina is good enough for a legacy cube. This is vintage. Um, Mana Vault. We have enough things that Mana Vault's good. Oh, Fire Blast though too. Um, but no, I was actually gonna say like Commander Legends packs were I think 20 cards, so they might have actually finally like been able to shift number of cards in a pack. So like you could do 8. The problem is that Fallen Empires is I've drafted that set. Uh, it's the most boring possible draft in the universe. There's no evasion. Like none. Kothon, HammerClan, Goblin Guide. I think our deck has turned to that being decent enough. Spirit of the Labyrinth is also really good. Hopefully we just get that one back. I'd be happy to play that because that's a card that stops a lot of shenanigans. Lavamancer's Sophie, Elspeth, Seasoned Hollowblade. All of these are good. Um, I think Elspeth is what I want there. The only changeling I would assume could be in here is Mirror Entity, and Mirror Entity is like fringe enough that I would absolutely see it being in like Legacy, not Vintage Cube. Um, a lot of choices in here. Elspeth, I actually like that card a lot. Kithios, Zergo. Kithian, I think, is better than Zergo. Yeah, that's the problem with our deck, is that, like, most of our cards are playing fair, and our opponents are playing vintage. So, it's a little bit of an issue with where we ended up. Relic Warder's a nice one, so is a Danto. Um, at the least, if you drafted everything in Homelands, all you'd have to do is, like everything, I don't know, like, Fallen Empires is a very garbage set, so is Homelands, obviously. Chain Lightning, Shield Breaking. Like getting myself enough burn to be able to burn somebody out. Krark would have been nice there, but like Relic Warder is just so goddamn good. God, I'm missing that Sacred Foundry. That sucks. Showdown. Balance. We don't really make good use of balance. Goldspin. This one's actually good. Goldspan Dragon. This is one of the cards from the newest set, and it's actually like a real ass card. Like, check this shit out. Like, you make a treasure on attack, or when it's targeted, and your treasure taps for 2, which is really goddamn good. I think I'll try this out. This is like draw a billion, and then like your creatures get +1/+1 counters. Ancient Grudge. Sure, you're gonna. I'm not playing a port. 2 color, no fixing enough for a port. Season Hollowblade making it around's good to see. I can't think, like, I am trying to think of constructed playable dwarves in the game of Magic the Gathering. And, like, I want to say the number is, if we're not counting changelings, 2, like in the history ever. And all of the ones I can think of are from Kaladesh, and that's it. Lifelink Flying Vigilance one I don't even consider. What's the other one that isn't Torbran? The other one I'm thinking of is the Vehicle Liker. The, like, 3/1, scry 2 when it comes into play. When it pilots a vehicle, that vehicle gets +1/+1. Oh, Sram's a dwarf. Is Sram a dwarf? I thought Sram was like a human for no reason or something like that. No, no, I'm not thinking of Sram. There's another card that was like literally looks like a dwarf, but it's type line human, and it's really confusing. Um, Veteran Rider, Veteran something, Veteran Motorist. That might be it. This deck's not great. Incinerate, Joker, Hunter, Rabblemaster, Elspeth, Ian Kieran. Been a dwarf planeswalker? Highly doubt it. Like, dwarf is not a support, has only ever been a supported creature type. I want to say, like, in 4 sets in all of Magic. One of those predates planeswalkers. And, like, in the other sets, they're like, when I say supported, I mean extant. Not even like, you know, Torbrand is a dwarf, but I would not say dwarves are a, like, tribal, powerful race in Eldraine. I'm just gonna put these in here as well, just to see what we look like. Sort by CMC, and then let me think on this. These two can probably get in, and then we'll do some Working. Yes, those are auto include. Ahem. Yes, those are auto includes. Okay. So, yeah. But yeah, dwarfs basically have only existed in there was a time in I think Odyssey where for some reason in Odyssey they decided all those creature types everyone likes? Well, people like them, so we need to stop printing them. That was when they stopped doing merfolk for like 4 years for no reason. Um but Goblin was one of them as well. They just turned all the goblins into dwarves in that era. Um Cephalids instead of merfolk, or just very silly. So dwarf was around a little bit there, and there's like one or two dwarf lords for a bunch of not very good creatures in that era. And then you have Kaladesh, which had dwarves as as the Boros race. Um, like, and like the thing there is that like they're okay, but like only within themselves. Again, there's a well, as I mentioned, veteran motorist is like one of the most playable dwarves, but it's also only really playable in the world of vehicles, so it's very insular in what decks it fits in. Same with SRAM, though SRAM is a little bit more open. Um, and then they dropped it again. Then dwarves existed as a minor bit in Eldraine for like a half dozen cards. No, if even. Like, there's like 7 dwarves in Torbrand. Are there even any others? Everything else I can think of is a goblin. Um, yeah, and then you have dwarf tribal stuff in Kaldheim, which is where we're talking about. Torbrand is yes, Torbrand is playable, but I mean like you're not playing it as a dwarf. It just Torbrand could have been a goblin or a giant or the creature type is irrelevant. That's what I mean by it. Like yes, it is like it is the most playable of those. Anyway, what the fuck am I doing with this deck? Oh boy. All right, let's start workshopping this, shall we? I want to talk about anything but the cards I have in front of me because I am unsure what the hell we're doing with this. Our curve needs to be way lower. I basically can't play the top end stuff. I cut the Revelark and the Goblin bits like that. We're gonna cut the Recruiter. Gonna keep the conscripts because they tend to be like really goddamn powerful as a top end. Um, Pia, Kieran, and Hero Bladehold will still be just fine. Rebel Master, Mentor. I'd like to keep in CJing, but we just can't. That's not high enough. I don't know if this is a deck that can go fast enough to take advantage of Wheel. Um, might be able to. Soulscar Mage looks like hot garbage in this deck. Because we have like 4 spells that we're ever playing to pump it. Mentor's almost the same, which kind of sucks. Mentor's really good, but like in this deck, Mentor looks pretty, not great. Uh, Showdowns. I'll keep this stuff here with Showdown. Maybe P and Kieran as well. I'll keep these as my 3s. This is my 5. Cut down on 4s. Abbott. Again, prowess is pretty bad in this deck. Hey, Freighter. I like the land tax as a way of like reducing lands in the deck and fixing a little bit. Um, Still probably keep the wheel. I think the idea is I just lower the curve enough where the wheel's playable rather than anything else. I might cut the mentor again. Like the mentor feels is really good and was a card I was super happy to see, but like we are so light on things like that. Hmm. Or do I want 17 lands even? Keep mentor 16 lands with Mana Crypt as one of them. We have a pretty low to the ground curve. Our fixing is pretty garbage. I'll try this. Yeah, this did not go in directions I'm super excited about, but that's fine. 8-6, 7-7. Oh, that sucks. I was saying 8-6 in favor of planes. Monocrypt is still fine in here because like powering out a hero blade hold on 2 or even like a rabble master on 1 is super goddamn good. That's powerful enough that I'm still willing to keep it in the deck. All right. All right, let's try to win off the back of like Containment Priest getting our opponent. This one doesn't look too great, and that's because I took some poor bets early. Um, God, that first pack was just so many different directions. There's like there was something like 8 cards I would have been like, okay, second or third picking, but nothing I wanted to first. Which is why I decided to try like, oh, screw it, let's just try the Thassa's Oracle. Hmm. Let's just try to get like a turn 2 Hero Blade hold and call it good. I'm pretty happy with the amount of like creature level interaction in this deck. We have Skyclave Apparition and Leonin Relic Warder, which are both really good. Um, and then we have like a reasonable amount of just like burn bits to take out uh, low end threats. If our opponent gets anything big on the table, we can't answer it. It's impossible for us to answer anything with more than 3 toughness or 4 CMC outside of double burn spell. He has 4 toughness. I want to fire blast it, which I don't. Um, are there players today? The hope is we use Containment Priest to and like aggression to keep our opponent from placing things early. This looks fine. This looks really good, actually. Holy shit. God damn. All right, Fink, let's go. Yeah, this looks sweet. Turn 1, Kithian. Turn 2, Magda. Turn 3, Mentor with a bolt up. Um, Kithian activation. A lot of different ways this can go. Being on the play is nice here, too. Bolt's good to have for things like Raphaelos, level bits. You know, there's always things that you want to be bolting. Opponents. But having a curve is... wow, bolt a 5 from our opponent? Oof. Alright. Oh, that land tax ain't doing anything. I can tell you that much. So we call a dead card. Well, guess it's a paralysis trigger. Could be worse. Sure. Do you have Arc Trail? Casting Arc Trail right now would be the best possible way to get into the game. That is not the best possible way to get into the game. That's far from it, in fact. Okay. Think this lets me attack for lethal next turn. Pretty sure this lets us attack for lethal next turn. 7. Yeah, this is lethal. Anger. Ferocidon. Okay. Well, let's see our draw. Tails, we know that works. Alright, Bolt. You. Okay. Sure. They're also put mold to 5. Bring in Mizium Mortars. I feel like that might be real in this matchup. We might need to have more spot removal bits. What do I not want in a matchup like this? Probably the wheel, actually. This is a real good way to die, I'm pretty sure, if you cast that card. Like, unless you cast wheel and immediately kill your opponent, I'm pretty sure letting the opposing Boros player on tap with a full grip is, like, the best way to just explode. If I need... Okay, so one thing I don't know how to tell right now is who's the aggro and who's the control in this Boros match. I feel like they're the control player, which means we need to go under. Soulscar Mage might be coming in if that's necessary. Because they showed like a long game card and the Ferocidon. If we are the control player, I can bring in the Revel Arc Sieging stuff. They have a Wasteland, but this is the only Wasteland target in the entire deck, so that's good. So their Wasteland kind of sucks. Yeah, let's do it. Hmm. Oh yeah, this is fine. We have land tax. I get to turn 2 Elspeth next turn, too? Wow. Wow. I could not ask for more. They could pass, but they passed on one, and we're playing a Boros mirror. So, like, is that seriously where you want to be? Maybe. I can play off the Monocrypt. Not really. I'm lying. I can only really play the Containment Priest off the Monocrypt. My god, they're actually going to do it. Alright. Good news, everyone. I don't have things to do here. Let's play Monocrypt. But the raw pass here is bad. Here's the trick. I don't have the second land. That pass is them doing nothing. That pass don't do anything. Here's End Step Priest. You got a burn spell for it? This ain't no player stuck on lands. Shrine of Burning Rage. No, they discarded a land for turn. Like, they didn't. Like, this is a land that taps for mana. Sure. Maybe we'll die to Mana Crypt. Maybe they'll draw a Mox. You need to start playing, friend. If I draw Plains, I will play it. They're discarding the hand size. The moment we get a red on, we get to start bolting forever, so. As a player, it could work for him. Maybe we die to Monocrypt, you know? I could lose the flip 4 times. Oh my god. Okay. All right. You're killing my thing, I'm sure. You're playing a burn spell to kill my creature. But if I had a land, I would have played it. All right. They won the flip. Oh, this is so stupid. Hell yeah, Bomat Courier, let's go. The moment I draw red mana, I am bolting their face. This is gonna come down to mana crypt flips. 10 all. Play your damn second land. Play it. You got it. Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm dead. Did they target correctly? I can't tell which of their mountains is summoning sick. Okay, they targeted correctly. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, first things first, let's see who wins the mana crypting. Yeah, go to 3 means we're gonna die to like a bolt on their untap. Mountain, plains. Yeah, if I had a second red, I could get them with. Hmm. Okay, let's assume they don't have us somehow. If they don't have us, then the play here is land. Mentor. Chain Lightning Koth. If they somehow do not have a way to kill us in their hand, they'll die to Bolt Fire Blast next turn. I don't believe that that's real, but, you know, it's what we have. Yeah, sure. I'll discard the planes. Alright, burn me out, friend. You have 7 cards in hand. You have to have burn spells for me at this stage. If you're relying on Mana Crypt to kill me, I mean, it could, 50-50, right? They showed fire. Think deeply. I get a really good laugh if I could win this one, though. Are they holding it? Like, thinking about timing on it? Okay, they could now Helix. Yo, kill my Monocrypt. I, with this long of a delay, they might just not have it. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, we are relying on Monocrypt. Okay. Well, you know the saying, everybody. Tails never fails. They're just dead, right? Like, I'm doing this in a weird way. Please understand. This has to be done this way. I need to play around them having a bolt anyway. I don't think they do, but I'm going to play as though they do because it does not have a cost. So I go lightning bolt, target your face, and if they try to kill me in response, I can fire blast. Okay. All right. They had 7 cards in, and none of them were lightning bolt. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Anyway, that's Magic the Gathering, everybody. Thank you for joining. Um, turn 7. How many lands are in play? 2. Okay. I'm so happy for them playing a Monocrypt as well to make it a true Monocrypt battle. If they didn't play the Monocrypt, we still would have been fine. We had enough burn to just outreach them. Yes, this unbeatable deck, of course. Whoa, we're fighting Shining Force? Hell yeah. Do they have Domingo? I hope they have Domingo. Wow, this hand blows. This is every 4 and 5 in the deck. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Um, easy. Shining Force is the no, no. Oh, fuck. I'm a genius. Oh no! Anyway, I'm a genius. I'm still a genius. Oh, okay. Everything's fine. There's no problem here. Anyway, yeah, land tax. I put a land on on the bottom of my library, assuming we would be able to play land tax there, and then go grab all the lands we need for the hand. And then our opponent made sure that wasn't real. Recto Signet, how you doing? Cool. Uh, anyway, they can't use the Signet anymore, so you got it, boss. The Signet is indeed an activated ability. So naming it turns it off. Oh yeah, pay a life. Please. Please pay one life. Oh my god, pay one life. Yes. Our board is 6 damage plus 3, so then paying one life matters. Blue. Sure. Goodbye, Chain Lightning. From Mountain, shall we? Well, well. Pithing Needle has the not mana abilities one. This one just can't name lands. Target you. Perfect. So yeah, if it said they would be able to use this if it didn't if it's like so Python Needle says they can still use mana abilities. This is a mana ability. So but this one, Revoker just says can't use activated abilities, but doesn't let you name land. Because if you could name land, I name swamp. You can't tamp swamps for mana. Um However, Python Needle could name Prismatic Vista, and then they can't fetch. Right, this hand sucks. What the fuck am I looking at? It's fine. They're just gonna Inquisition me here, and then I'm gonna lose my Revoker, and then oh good god, please don't play Baleful Strix. The card's like good. I don't know what to do about it. I draw Elspeth. This card's incredible, by the way. Oh, come on! Boo! Boo! Alright. Okay. Fine. Um, what are we doing? Trying to figure out what the hell we're doing. God, they are on a lot of discard. Duress, Inquisition, Thoughtseize, huh? That's good stuff. I want my draw 7 in this matchup. Sure. Goodbye, Helix. Hmm. Oh, they have 3 cards in hand, too. Alright, we'll wheel next turn. Yeah, we'll wheel next turn. Signet. Yep, that's fine. Sure hope they don't have Thoughtseize the 3rd or whatever. If players try to draw from empty library, you mean? Yeah. Right, incinerate, targeting. The real one. Alright. Well. So we go to combat, they bounce Zergo, and then we wheel. Do I care about replaying Zergo? I'm not gonna play this Plains. I know that sounds weird, but I'm not gonna play this Plains because I want to draw a red source off wheel. Because we have a lot of red spells and I want to be able to cast them. Okay. Leave up Containment Priest? Go with leave up Containment Priest. Anyway, they have a full grip now, so they're going to be able to kick our ass, but this is the only way we were getting into the game again. Wow, their hand was garbage. Him to Tarak? I'll play the priest. Response. Their hand was Damnation 2 land? Maybe waiting that out might have been better. Nah, not with these. Oh, my guess. Alright. Stone Coil Serpent for 4. Okay. Deck doesn't really have a fireball in it. Okay. Okay. This one's not looking great. Thought sees me? Sure. My hand's trash. Now they can just play a... Hmm. Hmm. Alright, we toasted, everybody. -2, our team, and you lose 2 for each of those, and then, your opponent, hits you with some cards. Okay. Let's move on. That's fine. It's fine. No problem. Move to 3. Let's try to get a little bit more. They are hyper control here. A lot of discard. A lot of discard. Maybe Wheel. God, Wheel just might not be good enough. I don't know. Is Wheel better as just like Imperial Recruiter and maybe having like a little better top end stuff? Maybe Chandra is something they can't answer super easy. Chandra seemed hard for them to kill. Yeah, I don't think Wheel is great in this match. Um Yeah, let's roll. Yes, I'd like to play first. I will bowl again, thank you. I will bowl again, thank you. All right, let's go. Ooh, do they have Moxes? Oh, Mana Vault. Sure. Okay, either land is a good draw now. Good old Goblin Guide. You get the job done. Yeah. Second mage, I get him to Turok. Well, I'm here for the beatdown. It's on you to stop me. All they need to do is play Baleful Strix, and I'm kind of no Master Worm. Indestructible doesn't stop anything, but it makes me lose less. I can't answer this in the deck. Remember our things. This is an unanswerable card. Well, I'm here to rabble. Uh huh. We won game one, huzzah. This is 1-2. Hmm. 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 You're not wrong though. It was close. This is pretty close, you know? Like, come on. We might have had this. You know. Let's uh let's go to round three, shall we, everybody? Alright. On to round three. Yeah, that opponent was extremely kitted out with like a ton of. They were almost mono black, um, but like they had a lot of like mass removal. We saw damnation on their discard, but they also had like a lot of like just kind of decent creature interaction stuff. Baleful Strix keeps you alive. Master Worm beats anything like that. And then it's like, well, wait, what do you do against the decks that like do things that are vintage things? Well, you play 5 discard spells at them, and they usually fall apart, right? I don't know. You Thoughtseize and Duress the combo deck, and they go, "What the hell are those cards? You can't do that. That's illegal." So we might have got crushed there. It's okay. It's fine. Hmm. We also knew that the mana was a bit of an issue, like in the sense of like again not picking up the Sacred Foundry earlier is I think the biggest regret I have with this deck. I don't regret any of the other picks that were like me picking up blue stuff and then having, Time Twister, things like that. I do regret not picking Sacred Foundry, not having that in the deck. I don't even know what I picked over it. Maybe that was the Mentor? No. No, there are a lot of blue picks early. 16 basics in a Vintage Cube deck isn't good. It depends on what they are. And if they're all island, you might be in a good way. I don't know. Can you high tide in those? Actually, no. If your 16 basics are all basic mountain, I might feel like you're in a good spot. Because that means you're going to be like, that means you're playing one too many basics, probably. And you're the person who is putting everyone to the sword, you know? We're trying to put people to the sword, but we're drawing like this, so. On this hand, I am believing in third land for Rabble Master. Oh my god, please. People, not a real doctor, but I am a real lion. Ow! In like 6 years, this might work. If Magna gets to attack, I can crack for land tax. Wow, swords? No, what is this? Two? No! Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's not what I want at all. Please. Oh, no. Alright. Well, guess what I'm drawing next turn. Alright. Uh-huh. Uh, lapse. Lapse of certainty. Damn it. You're supposed to lapse of certainty that. Do you do anything over there? There's no way you're letting me attack with this, right? Oh, alright. Please activate Stirring Wildwood. Yeah! Incinerate your land. It's not real. This isn't real. This can't be real. Oh my god, it was Mana Tithe. Okay, I'm taking it. Where'd they get that mana? Tapping the Stirring Wildwood. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? I'm sorry. Okay. There was no world where my thought was your next line is Steam Vents, Geist of St. Traft. What? What is happening? My 4-color Nissa deck. You got it. All right. Yup. Okay. Show me more. Like, Omnath? This might be Omnath. Yeah, Azaz said the same thing now that I'm like, Omnath sounds like the idea here. Kill me, please. So yeah, that's two red duels. Yeah, show me something else. Plow under me, please. Come on. Come on. Plow under. That's four. No, you gotta cast five for plow under. It's not five. Yeah, that's plow under. No, that's not plow under. No, that's six. Oh, whoa. All right, who had Shark Typhoon in the betting pool for next spell they cast? Who was on Shark Typhoon? Anybody? Anyone? Oh, nobody. Huh, interesting. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. I'll just take lethal, that's fine. Holy shit. Holy shit. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn, everybody? Glenalendra Archmage has entered the chat in the Raging Ravine deck. I'm waiting for the swamp. All right. Well, they clearly want to mana tide this, so I'm gonna see what they do if they do it. Okay. I feel like this is a player leaving up mana tide to try to get my three. What like another white? Oh my god, it's not. They can't possibly be leaving up mana tide. Your bluff has been revealed, friend. Oh my god. Goblin guy knows exactly how to see through bluffs. Not that Mentor's very good here. We have nothing to cast off it, but you know. It is a threat. Geist, go. Yeah, I've played Magic the Gathering once or twice. Ooh. Hmm. They might not care about the Containment Priest. But I also agree, Huzzah, you want to leave the Goblin Guide so that they keep drawing cards. I don't know. I don't think that's correct. Oh. No way you're blocking here. Okay. What the fuck? for a moment. Glenn, Alendra, Archmage. How are you doing? You want to play a 4-mana 2/2 with Persist? I will let you. Oh, it is very hard to read this player. Again, Omnath? Like, why is my Goblin guy dead? What the fuck? No, I can't predict. I can't. I'm completely blind. My powers are shut. I can't do it. I can't tell you anything. Like, this opponent is true chaos, you know? Usually I have a really good read on, like, how a player is going to be, what card will beat me, you know? Like, what card could my opponent possibly pull out of their head to beat me? And here it's just like I'm getting like a cloud of there's nothing. Dr. Sea Lion's defense is impeccable. You try to do the mind read, they're thinking in a different language. They're thinking in a different universe. They're thinking like holy shit, miles beyond you. Not even real. I got one of those too. Hi, Gnome. You've walked into something. Our opponent is on like Yomi Layer Null. No, we are not a mentor deck. We look like a mentor deck. I wish we were a mentor deck. Then the deck would be good. Um, we're a Boros deck that sort of came together at 70%. Our opponent is like unreadable. Turn 3 Geist of St. Traft, block to trade. Um, yeah, we have the Goblin Guide in our grave. That's more what our deck actually is. The Mentor's just here. Sure, Nissa, you got it. Ooh. Glenolendra? Sure. Okay. Hmm. How the hell am I answering Nissa? Take 3. Draw planes or one of our other burn spells. God, okay. All right. Terrible draw. Actual worst possible right there. Every other card. No shit. Elspeth's still in our deck too. Hmm. Don't worry, it'll even out. The monocrypt isn't what's going to kill us. It's again that not having that sacred foundry. Bolted 5 at Nissa. Thank you for the sub, Gnome. I appreciate it. I think bolt it all at Nissa, and then... Do you have a counterspell on green green? No. Attacking our opponent to bring them to 5 is a possible line here, but it completely locks us out of the game. So, if we attack our... Let me just kind of talk through that line. We attack our opponent, they go to 5 because they're going to block on Phyrexian Revoker. From that position, we have Monastery, Mentor, Monk, 2 uncastable cards in hand. And our opponent will have a Glenelundra active. That from there on, they make 3/3s until the end of time, and these are some 2/2s and 1/1s with no text. They might die to Mana Vault over time, but we'll die to 3/3s before that happens. I know that hitting Nissa doesn't also kill Nissa. And also, Skyclave Apparition cannot target the lands they make off of Nissa. It can only target, like, the Archmage or the Mana Vault here. So, we can put them to 5. What that would mean is I would have to draw running Plains, Fire Blast. No other cards could do it. It would have to be Plains, Skyclave, get rid of Glenelundra. Then it would have to be Fire Blast, and they would be at 4. With how our hand looks, I feel like Nissa needs to be attacked. They probably trade with Monk token. Or let Nissa take 5. It's irrelevant either way, honestly. I would let Nissa take 5 if I were them. Well, no. If Nissa's on 1, it's easy to kill. They do not. We've killed their only forest. They're not going to be ramping, but they are making 3/3s until the end of time. The problem is the 3/3s. The problem is not anything else here, sadly. And you might think, well, Jens, if you can see the line that is draw Plains, then draw Fire Blast to kill your opponent, why don't you tank it? The answer is that I think that it's a lot more likely our winning line here is draw Plains, Hero of Bladehold, and then our opponent dies. Like, just sort of falls over dead. Which is a little bit more reasonable of a line, and I want to kill Nissa in that line. Basically, I don't think our deck's reach is enough to kill our opponent if I went for them there. Especially because the Glenelundra would be active, which it is currently not. Alright, let's draw Elspeth and get this out of the way. There's another double white card in our deck that isn't named Elspeth. Fuck. Okay. They also should be attacking me with that Glenalundra. Oh, you have an end step? That's bad. Sphinx for 1? Sphinx is rev for 1? Oh, please, Sphinx is rev for 1. Okay. I'm dead. Yeah, from here, this looks like the game's over. Um, they're coming in for lethal, so I need to do blocks. They should have attacked me last turn with that Glenalund. What the hell? Why are you casting spells? Because they don't cost anything. Got it. I'm sitting here just like, why on earth would you not attack me with the lands? Because you're going to attack me with the lands. I understand. Well, come on, Elspeth. We need you, Elspeth. You gotta be there. At the end of the day, it's the only card we can draw, right? Come on. Okay. So we were never killing our opponent through damage. That's good. uh, Elspeth, I need you right now. We have to win this flip so that we can draw Elspeth. It's very important. Ooh, so close. I'm sorry, but that card does something. Damn. No, okay, no Elspeth in the tops. That's all I was looking for. Some people look at their top cards to know, hey, how far was I from finding the white source? I don't care about that. I mean, if you want to learn that, you did. We were either 2 or 4 turns away. But, oh, Nelly. That was Vintage Cube. That was good. All right, I think that's going to be it for tonight. We're going to try that again next time we go into Vintage Cube, which will be next Tuesday. Actually, might do some more throughout the week. I'll see what comes of other stream times. Uh, but yeah, that was Vintage Cube. So it's around for a week, and then, like I said, Vintage Cube becomes Time Spiral Remastered Supreme Draft. Uh, on Wednesday of next week. So that'll be what comes out of there. So, so yeah. Anyway, look forward to some more of this in the future. If you want to catch anything else I end up doing, you can always follow. See when I go live. 7 Central weekdays, 2 Central weekends. Subscribe for Cool Skulls and Slimes. Thank you to Gnome and Pokecaptain for the subs today. Upcoming stream stuff. Tomorrow is more Final Fantasy VIII. We have done all the cards we need. Now we are moving forward with the power of the cards. But we will still be seeking more power throughout. So get ready for continued card adventures. Followed by that, we've got the other thing I want to make sure y'all are aware of is on Saturday. Saturday is when I will be doing some randomizer stuff. The two I'm looking at right now, I still need to make sure work, is there's a bloodstained randomizer that reports to be an actual randomizer, not just shuffling all the chests around. So you're in the game with the Valkyrie armor and like the flame whip or whatever the hell is in the like normal chest stuff. It's always the Valkyrie armor every time I've ever played that randomizer. And there's also an Earthbound Ancient Cave bit, which is the other one I was looking at. So one of those two. So if you're looking forward to some randomizer stuff, that'll be on Saturday. Again, 2 Central is the Saturday stream time. Anyway, other than that, thank you all for joining. Hope you had a fun time. I know I did. This deck was a blast. Look, no matter what, we got the land tax game out of this, and nothing can beat the land tax game out of anything else that came out of the night. Actually, maybe the mana tithe. That was pretty good too. So, anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.